In my last video, I talked about anchoring bias, how whoever mentions the first number during a salary negotiation sets the frame for the rest of the conversation. But many times it happens twice in two key stages of the hiring process. The first stage is that initial recruiter call. Sometimes you've already even seen the salary range in the job advert, but if that doesn't happen, then in the first call, the recruiter may tell you what the range is, and they may say something like, "Our budget is 70 to 100,000." This is where the first anchor has been set. The number already plants a seed. It quietly shapes your expectations. Suddenly, you're not thinking about 120,000 anymore. You're now thinking, okay, well, 70 to 100, I can work with that. But the real question then becomes, where do you fall within that range? Are you going to be offered 70 or something closer to 100? This is stage one, the setup. Stage two is the offer. Now you've gone through several interviews, things are looking good, and finally they say, "We'd like to offer you the role and give you 74,000." Now remember, the range you heard or saw was 70 to 100. Look at that gap. But at this point, your brain is already negotiating. You think, well, at least it's not 70, and then you begin convincing yourself that 74 sounds fair. That's anchoring bias again. The first number you saw in that range, 70, quietly became your new baseline, and everything above that just feels like progress. Meanwhile, you're not even thinking about the fact that someone else might actually be offered 95 for that same role. So here are five keys to staying in control. First, don't rush to name a number at the start. Well, there are several advantages to naming a number because you set the anchor, but sometimes it may just be lowballing yourself. If you can, let them go first so you know what field you're playing on. Ask for the range in that first call if it's not already listed. It gives you context. Secondly, when you hear that range, ask what it takes to reach the top end. You can ask something like, what experience and skill set is required to be at the top end? That one question turns the conversation from what can we pay you to how can you prove you're worth it. Third is throughout the interviews, keep showing that you meet those top range criteria. Now you're shifting the anchor to the higher end of that range. And when the offer comes, resell yourself with evidence. Don't just accept the first offer. This is why having a number in mind is good. Mention specific projects, outcomes, metrics that demonstrate you're in line with the top range. And five, and probably the most important, is have a baseline number you won't go below and a target range you're aiming for. Because the moment you walk into a negotiation without a number, you've already lost control of the frame. Have a number in your mind, anchor yourself before they anchor you, so you know when to walk away, when to push for more, and when to settle. Anchor yourself. I hope that helps.